Hey everybody, Michael Snyder here, California Weather Watch. Today is June 17th, and right now we are looking at the infrared satellite imagery. You can see the Hawaiian Islands here, the state of California. Check out that strong storm out over the Pacific Ocean, helping to build this ridge here and allowing for the troughing to come down across Pacific Northwest, and it will have big impacts here on the state of California. We'll take a look at those details here in a moment. This is if you're looking for a nice, affordable home weather station. Click on that link down below. The smartphone app is great. It's all solar powered, it's all wireless, and it stores all the data for you in the cloud. I highly recommend this weather station. This is National Weather Service San Diego. You can see the big contrast between differences in temperature along the coastline and the desert area is pretty typical there, so you know where to go if you want cool or if you want hot. Now, strong winds possible for the next few days. This is National Weather Service Hanford across some of the higher terrain here. You can see I-5 there. So, watch out for those big rigs out there and slow down a bit and give them some room out there. And we're really going to remain windy here on in through at least Monday. We'll look at that in some more detail here in a moment. This is turning colder Sunday and Monday. Look at these temperatures drop off from some of the mid 90s down to the lower 80s and even upper 70s here across the region. You can see Death Valley staying quite warm. Pretty typical there, but you'll definitely feel the cool down here in the next few days. This is chilly Monday and Tuesday morning. Again, Eureka, California issued this morning, and you can see the frost and freezing temperatures possible across some of Northwest California. Watch out for those pets left outdoors and some of those sensitive plants. This is the 5-day outlook for Las Vegas. Check it out. A little bit of suppression in temperatures as that trough arrives. Some breezy conditions will be going on, especially across the higher terrain out there for Nevada as well. This was issued today, June 17th. This is Reno, Nevada, National Weather Service. Check out some of these wind gusts coming in here, and this is going to be going on again through Monday. Watch out for those wave heights. Can capsize your small boat out there. Nice graphic there from the National Weather Service, Reno and Sacramento, calling attention to these locally gusty onshore winds this weekend as well. Could enhance some of the fire danger out there, as it doesn't look like we're getting a lot of precipitation with this trough here. It doesn't have the correct trajectory to bring a lot of moisture into the area. We'll take a look at that here starting now. This is at 18,000 feet. You can see the strong winds here driving down across the west coast of North America. And to get some rainfall into California, you need a trough dug out a bit further here, or you just need the plain old thunderstorm activity for the higher terrain. But really, this trough trajectory is not going to bring a lot of moisture with it. It will bring some strong winds and some much below normal temperatures here, though, as we go on in through early next week. Now, this is looking at surface, or just above the surface, I should say, 80 meters here, the NAM 3KM, hot off the presses. And as we go on in through the day today, see those winds start to kick up across the higher terrain. But then watch what happens as we go through Sunday. These wind gusts get really crazy here. And some of these sustained winds across the higher terrain and Nevada here are going to be ripping. And even down the coastline here, you're going to feel those powerful northwest winds as well. And again, this is going to continue on in through Monday. Look at some of the higher terrain just continuing with these wind gusts as you go on through Monday afternoon also. So just be prepared for that. Have a heads up. And the temperatures are going to drop off here as well. We'll look at that here in a slide coming up. This is looking at max 10-meter wind gusts here on the NAM 3KM. Look at some of these gusts could be over 60 miles per hour across the higher terrain and some of the desert areas, including the higher terrain around Reno, Las Vegas here, and a lot of Nevada, and some of the coastlines here are going to get some wind gusts even up towards 40 miles per hour there out of the northwest. This is looking at that temperature anomaly, 2-meter. This is currently, you can kind of see the mixed bag a little bit above, a little bit below, but then you'll clearly see the trough arriving here. This is Monday afternoon. And look, by the time you get into Tuesday, this cold air is really going to be felt across much of Nevada and California here as we go on through Tuesday afternoon. So yes, you're definitely going to feel this temperature change coming up here. Now looking at the total precipitation on last night's European run, total precipitation in inches. And this is kind of a nothing burger. You can see a little bit of thunderstorm activity maybe as we go through the afternoon. And then we really don't get much. Again, that trajectory in this trough is not bringing a lot of precipitation across the state of California. Maybe a bit for Northern California here, but for the most part, much of the state is going to be skunked in this round. This is looking at 6 to 10 day temperature probability, kind of picking on California and Nevada at this point. You can see all the way through June 26th, big blue bullseye there. 8 to 14 day goes through June 30th. And again, California right in the bullseye of that. This is looking at a bit further here, June 22nd through 26th here. So you can see we do have a bit, maybe get some precipitation. Central Northern California, a little bit above average there. And 8 to 14 day goes through June 30th here. Snow water equivalent across the entire state here, down around just under 10 inches now, about 9.2. Still around that 90th percentile because the median this time of year is just, a scant 0.4 inches of water equivalent across the snowpack here. So it's virtually usually almost melted out by now, but we're still got a pretty good amounts of water up there. 9 inches is a lot of water if you break down that snowpack. Now, this is always fun to look at. I went back from December, and we're going to go ahead and check out what the conditions are now. Look at some of this extreme and exceptional drought across California, Nevada, Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona with some severe drought, Montana as well, Oregon. So you go through to current and look at just Colorado getting the slate wiped clean. Big improvement across New Mexico. Look at Montana and Utah, just huge improvement. Now watch Nevada just stripping away that exceptional extreme drought. And California, virtually no drought except a very little amount across some of the desert areas. Some of Las Vegas still under some moderate drought there as well. And I believe that would be considered severe as that orange right there. But as you can see, just huge improvements there. As far as the drought monitor is concerned coming up. So yeah, we'll continue to watch this trough coming in here. Watch out for the winds and the big change in temperature. And then we'll take a look more at the extended forecast here coming up when I do my briefing tomorrow for California. But anyway, yeah, so watch out for those changes coming. This trough means business here rolling up. And I'm going to click off that because it seems to be glitching. But anyway, we'll do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.